came to see me with her main complaint, her profile. She was happy with the way the front looked, but she disliked the nasal hump.
What I'm looking to get corrected today is the hump on the bridge of my nose. I'm very uncomfortable with the way it looks from the side. I'm also having a septum correction. The septum correction will allow me to breathe easier.
Orit's 17, so she's still young. The earliest I'll perform a rhinoplasty on a young lady is 15, as long as she's doing it for the right reason. She's pretty much already went through most of her growing spurts, especially looking at her parents' height or her grandparents, and making sure she's going to give it time to heal. So it has to be done for all the right reasons.
I'm not looking for a perfect nose. I just want something that'll look natural, but also very feminine. My nose is strong and rough. I want a more natural and feminine look.
And actually talking with her, I was happy with performing a rhinoplasty because I felt like she was realistic and performing a rhinoplasty for all the right reasons.
Later on, we took some snapshots and he showed me on the computer how my nose would look like after the procedure had been done, and I was really pleased with the results.
I sat with her and we looked at the computer morphing, and with her tip still very symmetric with her nose, I thought that we can get away without doing tip work because we have to take the nasal bones and we have to bring them in once we take off that large hump that she had. The night before surgery, I called Orit and we talked again about what was going to happen in the surgery, made sure she was well prepared. The morning of surgery, she was a little bit nervous, which is absolutely to be expected.
When I first came in for the surgery, he immediately took my hand and said, "Don't worry." He really calmed me down and I felt really ready to go in for surgery.
We took her to the operating room and initially performed the septoplasty and turbinoplasty, which is something that went very, very well. Then our next step was to go ahead and perform the open rhinoplasty, take down the bony hump, and then shave down the cartilaginous hump. After we did that, we wanted to place the spreader grafts and then fracture the nasal bones. And with performing that, we found that the actual nose itself brought the tip back, so the tip came back on its own. And her profile at the end of surgery was fantastic. Her airway looked widely patent, or in other words, it was open. And her frontal aspect did not really change much, except that it was more proportional to her face since the middle part of her nose was now made a little bit wider. And the upper part was made a little bit more narrow. We've just finished and the surgery went great. I really think Orit's going to be extremely happy with her nose. It still looks natural. All the hump is gone. In addition, she's going to be able to breathe a lot better. I saw Orit a few days before she left to Israel, and she was ecstatic.
It's only been a month after the surgery, and I can't believe how fast it's healed with me.
You know, usually at 5 weeks out, the tip will be really, really swollen. In Orit's situation, she was swollen, but not that bad. But no matter what, she was swollen, so she'll keep continuing to heal.
I think the main reason why it's gone so smoothly is also partly due to my age. I'm 17.
In regards to healing, it's difficult to say who heals better, a teenager versus a person in their 60s.
When I was going in, I just really wanted to have a straight nose. And now that it's all over, my expectations have been exceeded. I am so pleased with the results. My experience with Dr. Nassif was amazing.
She felt that her tip was not changed. She liked the contour of the front part of the nose where the middle part was a little bit wider and the upper part was a little bit more narrow. She loved her new profile. Very excited about that. And she can breathe better.
Now that I've seen the results after only 5 weeks, I am extremely happy. And this puts a new light into what my future will be like. And I'm excited to see what will happen because of this change that I've done.
Overall, she was happy and that makes me feel great.
Probably my whole life I wanted this, and now that it's finally done with, I feel at ease. I'm so happy that I went through with this, and I wouldn't change any decision.